Welcome to the panel, Building the Edge, the Shift in Computing Capabilities. I'm Luc Palerme, Principal Analyst at NSR. We are a market research and consulting firm focusing on space, satellite, the interaction between non-terrestrial networks and the telco ecosystem. And today we're going to have three presentations, three speakers, and then we will continue with a debate on how to build network edge computing services. I would like to invite Doug Makishima, who's going to speak about some of these new use cases that edge computing is elaborating or stimulating. Doug, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay, good afternoon. I'm Doug Makishima, SummitTech's Chief Sales and Marketing Officer. My presentation today is going to be focused on use cases. And it's interesting to hear about the deployments with Vodafone and some things going on with Fivetonic in terms of in the background and collaboration with industry and research and laboratories. But the real question is, what can you deliver commercially? What types of use cases can we bring with 5G and with pushing the compute power now to the edge? So we have CPU and GPU at the edge. What can we do with it? What new customer delights can we bring? And of course, Julia is very interested in what type of operator monetization we can bring as well. So I'm going to bring out a use case here based on our VR 360 event e-commerce streaming and engagement platform called Odience. So Odience is an immersive, interactive streaming platform, end-to-end. It's a complete solution. It allows you to produce or enhance virtually any event, from concerts, sports, esports, shopping, conferences such as this one. We should have an Odience platform running this conference here to bring both the live audience and the remote participants in. And it's very scalable. So from consumer applications from the home, the stadium, showrooms, and all the way to the stage for a large conference. It supports interoperability. So brands want reach. They want universal reach. Operators want to offer new services, but as a subscriber, I want the flexibility of using Vodafone or Telefonica. So what we build with this cloud edge has to be interoperable and federated. So our platform, the Odience platform, does just that. So before getting into use cases, let's take a look at opportunities. It's often said that discontinuities or shifts create the largest opportunities. And today we're presented with two. The first, for better or for worse, is the COVID pandemic, right? And now we're talking about another shift, which is 5G and moving computing to the edge. So the first market opportunity I'd like to explore is live stream shopping. So this is taking off globally. It's a huge trend. Focusing here on this news from Asia and China, the numbers are just staggering, right? Just one influencer getting over 500,000 views per session, totaling up to 500 million views in just 1 year. The average numbers for sales is 22 million per day, with projections of up to 8 billion with a B, USD annually. So clearly, the digital transformation has been accelerated by COVID, but 5G is allowing us with mobile edge compute to, again, reinvent e-commerce and shopping. So the one thing to keep in mind is that all of us users, the consumers, have been conditioned or acclimated to streaming during this pandemic, right? We know what a QR code is now. We're ordering food online, delivery, all of these things. E-commerce is alive again. So retailers have had to evolve from brick and mortar to click and mortar. Now the expectation has been elevated. Consumers want more. They want white glove service. They want personalization. And it's really hard to achieve with existing technologies. We've all been or seen Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Twitch, some of the existing streaming technologies. But we really can't bring and elevate the buying experience to where it needs to be based on customer demands today. So our Odience platform delivers on these needs. And it's a turnkey and ready solution. It's one virtual platform. It's 5 best-of-breed components, but it's not just separate components. It's a fully integrated solution. At the center is the MEC. So we use mobile edge computing, multi-access edge computing, telco edge cloud, whatever term you want to use, to allow you to stream in full 8K 360 stream by using MEC tiling. We also can provide edge AI computing as well for image recognition, analytics, and other applications. So that's really at the center of the solution. On the right side, you can see the client or the app, where we have the VR viewing of the event. It's combined with microservices, e-commerce chatbots. It's also social, so you can have a picture-in-picture kind of a FaceTime chat. You can do a watch together and chat with your friends and call your friends using operator standard communication channels like VoLTE and IR94 video calling. And of course, there's the content. So on the left side of the screen, you have the content that comes from the content creators, the events, the sporting events, whatever type of event you want to bring onto this platform. So, and it's built natively for 5G. So, of course, you can stream using 4G or Wi-Fi, but it's optimized for 4G with MEC. As explained earlier, with 5G, you have very low latency and high bandwidth, but with the edge computing, it allows us to provide personalized streams. We can reduce the bandwidth requirements by using the MEC to process the video in the cloud right at the edge, closer to the device. That reduces the bandwidth. So 5G, you have a tremendous amount of bandwidth, more bandwidth. But if all the users use that bandwidth, you run out of capacity very quickly. So it's important to use the edge computing to bring that bandwidth down. And that also reduces the compute power of the device, reducing cost and heat, and also saves battery life. Okay, so let's get to the fun stuff. So in this example of live stream shopping, on the right side is reality. Sorry, left side is reality, and the right side is the virtual world. So in the real world, you have the event itself. In this case, it's a shopping, in a shopping mall. It's a fashion show, and it's a hybrid event, so we have the actual live attendees. And on the right side, for the virtual world, you have the view from both a smartphone, and on the bottom is a VR, virtual reality glasses or goggles. And you can see that you have some microservice embedded in the stream. You have AI chatbots, and then on the bottom you can see the roster of your contacts. So if you want to do a watch party and watch together, chat with your friends, video call with your friends as the show is going on. And then to make it truly interactive, in the background you can see a video wall. So participants can actually call in and be presented on the video wall simultaneously while the event is going on, making it truly interactive. You can have a presenter as well come in remotely that's commenting on the fashion show, for example. So the good news is that this is real. Julia's going to think that this was planned or that she paid us for this, but earlier this month in the UK with Vodafone and John Lewis Partners, we ran a trial, and we successfully tested the technology and the elevated user experience at the John Lewis Partners Waitrose Cooking School. And here's an example of what streaming was before Odience. So you have a linear, passive, one-way system. It's a stream only, not very interactive, right? And the camera, basically, the angle in the view is chosen by the producer. So you have one camera, or maybe you have alternate angles, but you have a choice between either one or maybe a couple angles. Now with Odience, it's completely immersive. And it's a 360 view, so the user can choose what he or she is looking at. You have the full 360 view. It's completely engaging, interactive, e-commerce enabled. So you have a chat bot. You can add products that you see through a QR code embedded in the video stream. And basically, you are the cameraman. So you can choose your view. You can choose what you're looking at dynamically and interactively. And with the chatbots, you can engage with the retail e-commerce plugins And again, it's completely social, so you can interact with friends or family members that you're also watching together with the event. So this is an example of live stream shopping, but of course this platform can be used for other types of events, concerts, conferences, from large venues to very small venues. And as I mentioned earlier, a system like this has to be interoperable and federated. So we're working very closely with the GSMA standards and the operator platform group to ensure that the Odience platform is compliant to all of these interoperable standards, and we're committed to making sure that our product and our services has the maximum reach for the brands and also for subscriber preferences.
Hey everyone! Quick update on Summit's 5G MEC Odience 360 platform. We are now running trials on carrier 5G networks in both North America and the UK, including spot trials at our studio in Montreal. We recently demonstrated our live 360 streaming platform with customers from around the globe. Things are getting exciting. Stay tuned for some interesting news. Until then, sit back and enjoy the clips.
Okay, thank you. If you'd like to see a live demo of this commercially available platform, I'll be just steps away in the GSMA booth after the conference. Please come by to check it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this super cool use case.